One of the many things that sets Cave de Tain apart from many other co-ops is your kind of focus upon selected plots of grapes. Is that not true?
Yes, that's true. That's more and more. For example, on the vintage, since the vintage 2015, just in the Cros Hermitage, we are doing more than 50 different plot selection. It means 50 different vinification coming from different origin, different plots. So at the end, it does not translate into 50 different Cros Hermitage, of course. Then from there, the enologist is crafting the cuvée actually like a painter makes a painting. He has this huge material of different plots. And then from there is crafting the different cuvées. But yes, we are doing a lot of parcel selection, that's true.
How do you distinguish that on the label? Because within your region it's prohibited to mention the village, right?
Exactly. Well, actually we do it by cuvée name. So we are crafting cuvée, and then this is how we highlight the different plots or the different style. It can be a plot or it can be a style. We have different type of cuvée with different type of origin. So we have cuvée which are highlighting sometime just a plot, a single plot. Then we put the name on the plot very simply on the label. Sometime, as you said, we are not allowed to use the name of the village. It's forbidden. So we find tricks. For example, we are doing a cuvée which is coming from a village which is called Larnage. So which is in Cros Hermitage.
Yes, yeah.
So it would be forbidden to have a Cros Hermitage Larnage. However,
and Larnage is quite highly thought of as a village, right?
Sorry?
Larnage is quite highly thought of as a fruit source.
Yes, yeah. It's a very nice, yes, a little bit with a little bit of altitude and some white earth there, kaolin, which make very floral and delicate wines. So we find the trick to have a cuvée which is called LA, which stands for Larnage. So
those people who know.
So people who know, or people will actually look. If you look on the back label, we give a little bit of explanation about the fact that it's coming from the village of Larnage. But yes, on the front label, it's forbidden. And the other way also is to craft to have the name of a cuvée. For example, in Cros Hermitage or flagship cuvée, more prestigious cuvée, it's called Léo du Fief. And this cuvée is a blend of different plots. So we have potentially 10 plots which can be used as the source, the material for this cuvée. And then every year the enologist, based on the vintage, makes his blend out of those different plots. So we have different ways to play with those different vineyard selection, actually.
Speaking of parcel selection, you have one of your wines in the market right now, which is the Esprit de
Granit.
Esprit de Granit.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that wine.
Well, Esprit de Granit, that's the vintage 2015. 2015 was a fantastic vintage. It has been said to be, after 2010, probably one of the best vintage ever in the Northern Rhône. So it's a great wine coming. The vineyards are from two villages actually, in Tournon, which is just above Tournon, and on the Saint-Jean-de-Muzol. So which are two villages which are next to each other, just across the river, across Tain-l'Hermitage. This is a beautiful cuvée. You have everything that you can expect from Saint-Joseph. You have, of course, the dark fruits from the vintage, because it was a warm vintage. But you also have some minerality. You know that Saint-Joseph is very well known for the type of soil, which is very. We have a lot of granites, and of course the granites brings a lot of minerality to the wine, and so we have this minerality a little bit of crispiness that you are that we don't have or less on the Gros Hermitage side. And we have, which is distinctive also of Saint-Joseph, very often in the fine Saint-Joseph, some kind of smokiness, and some smoky notes. And this is the distinctive note of Saint-Joseph.
It's varietal on that soil, right?
Yes, I think it's definitely related to the granites. And so this is definitely what you have. So it's a beautiful bottle that is actually available in Ontario right now. That's the vintage 2015. You can start to enjoy it right now, but it's definitely a bottle that you can cellar for easily 10 years, and it will really develop beautifully. It's fully aged in oak barrel, French oak. We have a good 20% of new oak on it. However, you will not be the wine is not overpowered by the new oak because it's a dense and rich and muscular wine. It's really a beautiful wine. I really recommend to taste and to cellar, because it's nice to have it right now. But if you give this wine, if you leave this wine a little bit of time, maybe 4, 5, 6 more years, it's beautiful and tasty now, but it will be much more complex in 4 to 5 years from now.
JB, I have one more question for you, and one that plagues me all the time when I visit France. When it comes to pronouncing the S at the end of Condas or Gigondas, what is your rule for that?
Oh, the rule for the S in the southeast part of France. There is not really, there is no rule. It's very local. It's the local use actually. So in Cornas, in the southern part of the Rhône, like in Vaqueras, in Gigondas, there is no question. Southern Rhône, you pronounce every S at the end. When you come north of Lyon, no question, you don't pronounce the S. So the
where is the dividing line?
The dividing line, I think, it's just above Cornas. Up to Cornas, in Cornas, you pronounce the S in Cornas, and just 10 kilometers north of Cornas, on the same right bank, so on the Ardèche side, there is a village which is called Sarras, but you write it Sarras. And then in Sarras, which is 10 kilometers north of Cornas, you don't pronounce the S anymore. And then when you go up above Sarras, you don't pronounce the S. So I think the Cornas is really the dividing place. Cornas is well known in the northern Rhône to be the cru which has a little bit of a southern flavor.
Yes,
because it's the warmest place in the northern Rhône. This is where the Syrah gets reach the higher ripeness because it's a very warm, it's very hot actually, and so probably that's why the Cornas still have the southern Rhône pronunciation. When you get just outside of Cornas, just few kilometers, then definitely you are in the northern Rhône with the northern Rhône climate, which is cooler, and then you stop with yes.
Well, thank you for giving me the definitive answer there. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time with Good Food Revolution today, and thanks for your wines.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.